Lesson: Historical Foundations and Evolution of Employment Law. The historical foundations and evolution of employment law form a critical pillar in the understanding of contemporary labor relations and human resource management. Employment law governs the relationship between employers and employees, ensuring a balance of power, protecting employee rights, and providing a framework for resolving disputes. Its development has been a response to changing social, economic, and political conditions, and understanding this evolution offers valuable insights into current practices and future trends. Employment law's roots can be traced back to the Industrial Revolution of the 18th and 19th centuries, which marked a significant shift from agrarian economies to industrialized societies. This period saw a rapid expansion of factories and urbanization, leading to the rise of a working class that often faced harsh working conditions, long hours, and low wages. The lack of legal protections led to widespread exploitation, prompting the emergence of labor movements advocating for workers' rights. These movements were instrumental in laying the groundwork for modern employment law by demanding changes such as the establishment of a minimum wage, limits on working hours, and improved working conditions. One of the earliest legislative responses to these demands was the Factory Acts in the United Kingdom, which began in the early 19th century. These laws were designed to regulate working conditions, particularly for women and children, and set a precedent for government intervention in labor matters. Through a gradual process of reform, these acts expanded to include broader protections, influencing other countries to adopt similar measures. For HR leaders, understanding the historical context of these laws is crucial for appreciating the rationale behind current employment standards and the importance of compliance. The 20th century brought significant advancements in employment law, particularly with the establishment of the International Labor Organization in 1919, which aimed to promote social justice and set international labor standards. The ILO's conventions and recommendations have played a vital role in shaping national employment laws worldwide. For instance, the ILO's conventions on the prohibition of forced labor and child labor and the right to collective bargaining have been widely adopted and integrated into national legislation, demonstrating the organization's influence on global labor practices. In the United States, the Great Depression of the 1930s highlighted the need for comprehensive labor reform, leading to the enactment of the National Labor Relations Act in 1935. This act established the right of employees to form unions and engage in collective bargaining, which significantly altered the employer-employee power dynamic. The Fair Labor Standards Act of 1938 further complemented these rights by setting minimum wage, overtime pay, and child labor standards. These laws underscored the federal government's role in protecting workers and ensuring fair treatment in the workplace. The post-World War II era saw further developments in employment law, driven by the civil rights movement and a growing recognition of the need for equality in the workplace. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 in the United States was a landmark piece of legislation that prohibited employment discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. This act laid the foundation for subsequent laws addressing workplace discrimination, including the Americans with Disabilities Act and the Age Discrimination in Employment Act. The adoption of equal employment opportunity principles has become a cornerstone of HR practices, emphasizing the need for diversity and inclusion in the workplace. For HR leaders, navigating the complexities of employment law requires practical tools and frameworks that can be directly applied to real-world scenarios. One such framework is the compliance checklist, which provides a systematic approach to ensuring that organizational policies and practices align with legal requirements. This tool involves regularly reviewing employment contracts, employee handbooks, and workplace policies to ensure they reflect current laws and regulations. By maintaining a compliance checklist, HR professionals can proactively identify potential legal risks and take corrective actions to mitigate them. Another valuable tool is the implementation of training programs focused on employment law compliance and ethics. These programs should be designed to educate employees and managers about their rights and responsibilities under the law, as well as the organization's commitment to maintaining a lawful and ethical workplace. By fostering a culture of compliance and awareness, HR leaders can reduce the likelihood of legal disputes and enhance organizational reputation. Case studies offer practical insights into the application of employment law and serve as valuable learning resources. For instance, consider the landmark case of Ledbetter v. Goodyear Tire and Rubber Co., which involved issues of pay discrimination. The case led to the passage of the Lilly-Ledbetter Fair Pay Act of 2009, which amended the Civil Rights Act to provide clearer guidelines on the statute of limitations for filing pay discrimination claims. This case underscores the importance of understanding legal precedents and adapting organizational policies to reflect changes in the law. Statistics also play a crucial role in informing HR practices and decision-making. For example, data from the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission reveals patterns in discrimination claims, highlighting areas where organizations may need to focus their compliance efforts. By analyzing such data, HR leaders can identify trends, assess the effectiveness of current policies, and implement targeted strategies to address areas of concern. Employment law continues to evolve in response to emerging challenges and societal changes. The rise of the gig economy, advancements in technology, and the increasing importance of remote work have introduced new legal considerations. HR leaders must stay informed about these developments and adapt their strategies accordingly. Engaging with professional organizations, attending legal seminars, and subscribing to industry publications are effective ways to remain current with legal trends and best practices. In conclusion, the historical foundations and evolution of employment law provide a rich context for understanding the complexities of modern labor relations. By studying the progression of labor legislation, HR leaders can appreciate the importance of compliance, recognize the impact of legal precedents, and anticipate future challenges. Practical tools such as compliance checklists and training programs, along with case studies and data analysis, equip HR professionals with the skills needed to navigate the legal landscape effectively. As employment law continues to evolve, HR leaders must remain vigilant and proactive, ensuring that their organizations not only meet legal requirements, but also foster a fair and inclusive workplace for all employees.